Do you want to learn a indicator-based strategy that made 96% return over the course from April to August that you can use to pass multiple funded account challenges with? Then listen up, because with this exact strategy, I passed a TOPSTEP and multiple Apex funded accounts. Now let's jump straight into TradingView so I can explain the ins and out of this strategy to you. The Scalper Pro strategy consists of 4 main indicators. The first one would of course be the Scalper Pro, which is a premium TradingView indicator, and you can get access to it by supporting me on Patreon. The link for that is in the description below. We use the Scalper Pro as a tool to identify the short-term trend, so if the scalper line is above its midline, then the candles on your chart are going to be printed in blue or whichever color you're setting it to. The second indicator we need, and also a accumulation zone premium indicator, would be the Scalper Pro overlay. We use it simply because it alerts us when all the conditions for a valid long or short entries meet, and it also prints these nice little green or red triangles on your chart. And the last 2 indicators that you need on your chart would be the Session Pro indicator, which plots the VWAP starting from New York local time midnight on your chart, as well as these session high and low boxes. And we also need the stochastic RSI indicator, and both of them are free accumulation zone community indicators. To keep it very simple, all you have to do is simply join us on Discord and then go over to the Scalper strategy section, and then you'll find the channel called Start Here. And in this channel I have a complete setup guide, how you have to install the indicators, or you take the shortcut and simply click on this link right here. Then a Google Chrome tab will open up, and all you have to do is to click on Save Indicator Template, and then you call it Scalper Pro YM Futures. I already have that, so I'm just going to name it differently, and then you click on Remember Symbol and Remember Interval. And then all you have to do is click on Save, and you will also have it saved on your TradingView chart. And since you have already joined the Discord server, make sure to use its full potential and join us in here inside the strategy chat section. Right here we share our trades and our results every London session. It's a London session only strategy currently, at least for me, because I'm doing ICT tape reading concepts only during the New York session. And if you have any questions regarding the strategy, just ask us in here. One of our community members or even me will help you right away. Now let's get started with the rules of the Scalper Pro strategy. First of all, we're gonna cover the long example. The first condition is that price has to close above the VWAP. We use the VWAP as a trend filter, and remember it resets at New York local time midnight. Make sure that's correct before you start entering into trades. The second condition is that we need a bullish Scalper Pro candle color. For me, that's the color blue, and it's blue as long as the Scalper Pro really is above its midline right here. And as soon as we switch from blue to white, the candle color is shifting as well. And we use that to track momentum. And our trigger signal would be the stochastic RSI crossover. And we want that crossover to happen below 50. Right here, that's where we get the signal. If you use the Scalper Pro overlay as well, you can also add alerts to that. Right here, we also had a Scalper Pro overlay signal, but the stochastic RSI didn't cross, let me zoom in here, below the 50 level. And that's still okay, because the stochastic RSI, before crossing over right here at 1:50 AM, went below the 50 level. And that's okay. These are the weaker signals, and usually when the stochastic RSI is reaching that oversold zone and is then crossing over, those are the strongest signals. For valid short entries or signals, all we need is the exact opposite. We need price to close below the VWAP, which again is acting as our trend filter. We need a bearish Scalper Pro candle color, and once again, this comes if the Scalper Pro is below its midline. And we need a bearish stochastic RSI crossover above 50. And right here, we had a white candle color, so the Scalper Pro is below its 50 level. We are below the VWAP. And right here, we have our bearish crossover. So we enter right here on the close of this candle. The last rule that we need is that we only take entries between 2 AM and 5 AM New York local time, which is defined as the New York kill zone. So now you know how to and when to enter into a valid Scalper Pro strategy signal. The last question is, how are we going to place our stop loss and take profit target? First of all, the take profit target is fixed at a risk to reward ratio of 2. And if we reach a 1.5 risk to reward ratio, we move our stop loss to break even to protect our capital. In terms of stop loss placement, you might have already wondered what these boxes are about. I recently tested a fixed stop loss method where I always use a 1-bar stop unless we have a doji. So let's say the signal would have come on this candle, then I place my stop loss at the low of the previous candle, because really placing my stop loss just on this candle doesn't make a lot of sense. So now you know everything about the strategy, but let's look at one more trade example together, because this is a little special case. Right here, during the London kill zone on the 24th of August, we had a entry short signal right here at 3:10 AM. Inside the kill zone previously, we did not get any signal. And as you can see, this triangle is smaller than this one right there. And why is that? It's simple, because at 3 AM we had the bearish crossover. But at this point in time, because the stochastic RSI is a lagging indicator, we had a up-closing candle above the VWAP colored in blue. We do not enter on this candle, obviously. But, very important, that's another rule, the stochastic RSI crossover is valid for 3 candles. The 3 AM candle being candle number 1, 3:05 being candle number 2, and at 3:10 AM being candle number 3, we have all the conditions lining up. We have a close below the VWAP, we have a white candle color, and the stochastic RSI crossover happened 3 candles before. That's why we still got the signal of the Scalper Pro overlay. So it's really up to you if you want to use the Scalper Pro overlay, or if you just want to use the stochastic RSI and ignore the signals or not have them on your chart at all. Really, the Scalper Pro overlay makes your life a lot simpler, but I still like to keep the stochastic RSI on to prepare myself prior to the entry, because right here I can already see that a possible short entry could be coming up. We have bearish candles colored in white, we are below the VWAP, so we see stochastic RSI is going into the overbought area and it's crossing over. It crossed over, but now we're blue and above the VWAP. So we're waiting to see if we get a candle close below. And this way I'm already prepared, ready to pull the trigger once the signal is confirmed by the candle close. And it's also really important, we only enter on the candle close. And that, my friends, is the Scalper Pro strategy. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and here's a little bonus. If you are one of the first 10 people who send me their TradingView usernames into the strategy chat right here, they get a free 10-day trial of the Scalper Pro indicator. So make sure to be quick, and thanks very much for watching the video. I will see you on Discord. Take care.